Alright, so what's happening, gods and goddesses? Um, so I had COVID. Yeah. Shit was rough. I ain't gonna lie. Nothing was really wrong with my lungs or anything of the sort, really. I mean, shortness of breath, low key, but to be honest, the first few days, like, it was bad. Like, bad, bad. Like, to the point to where I didn't want to move. Like, everything on me was aching from the hair follicles to like my actual hair to my skin. Everything was fucking aching and hurting. And my temperature, I didn't check my temperature. That's the thing about this holistic healing, is like you gotta have certain shit in order to, like, test the same way the hospital does. But what I did do was I drank like a gallon of water a day, which is what I typically like to do anyway, but it's been a little harder to do it this year. But drank gallon of water a day, and fuck. Yeah, I fasted for like 3 days, maybe four, or I really just didn't eat anything. And to kind of compensate, I kind of stuffed my face like a few days later. But yeah, that's honestly, it really wasn't. Okay, don't get me wrong when I say this. This is just a little disclaimer. It was bad. Ooh, shit. It was bad enough to where the average human would have felt they needed to go to the doctor. But it's like, for me, having the knowledge of understanding what sickness is and realizing that I was born with cancer in one of my lungs. So, it kind of, in thinking that I had COVID, I kind of did some extra shit to where it was like, I didn't want my lungs to go out, for one. For two, I didn't want the shortness of breath. I didn't want to be in an incubator. I didn't want to be on a ventilator. There's just incubator, my goofy ass. I don't even know what the fuck that is off the top of my head, but I know the word. But yeah, like there's people that be hospitalized for like, man, like 2 weeks, a month. Like, you feel me? I chose a holistic healing way. So, I was taking Irish sea moss. For a bit, I was taking bladder rack. There's this thing called gut instincts from Pharmacy for Life to, respect to, Styles P for, putting the hood onto health and wealth. Besides Dr. Savy, people are starting to push that ideology. And thankfully, it picks up, and us as melanated Nubian beings, we can't just be throwing anything on our systems like that. So with that being said, there's a lot that I just don't like. I just don't fuck with. I can't, for the life of myself, find it to, accept what people would see as like their fate or whatever else. Like, this is why I know God got a plan for me. He been had a plan for me, but you hear he puts his toughest soldiers, toughest warriors through the hardest hell, and it's like, you think like, nigga, like, what kind of God is that? But at the same time, you like, well, shit, if I could put up with this, nigga, like, ain't no telling what I could put up with. But like, going from being homeless to, I got me a little whip now, to, restocking back on, you feel me, my jewels. Yeah, it's just been a fucking roller coaster, bruh. A fucking roller coaster. I'm just glad I'm here and able to talk to y'all now on some real shit, because I have been away from social media. I've been away from, this whatever y'all want to call it. Yeah, I just ain't really been communicating. I've been taking my time very preciously and realizing how many people squander their time and wasting their time on stupid ass shit and just on shit that's not really relevant to your life. Like there's a lot of shit that I see. I mean, I was raised around it with Tony and shit, like my old guardian, stepmom, if you will. But it's like there's just been like manipulation tactics and the whole shit when it just comes to, like you think love was so simple. You think life and family is so simple, but it really ain't. And that blood is thicker than water, yeah. That's a fact, but it's not a solid material. So what are we talking about? We talking about remaining solid. That's really what we all want and need in life, is someone to remain solid. And people's definitions of that are highly askewed. But I don't want to get too much into that, but I did just want to say that I'm back COVID free. I didn't take the test to see if I had COVID, because you're not about to shove a fat ass swab up my fucking nose hella deep to see some shit that, in Sacramento, the toll is going up. The death toll and the cases count is surging hugely. But what I did want to say on that is the fact that it is real. We can get into the discussions of man-made and this, that, and the third. But you can get sick. And most of y'all will fucking get sick, because I was on my P's and fucking Q's. I don't know what the fuck happened, but I ended up having a bladder infection and some more shit. It was just fucking terrible. Like, I don't even know how to describe it, bro. Like I'm sure most people have had like bladder infections and shit like that, but this wasn't no regular shit. Like, like when you try to go to the bathroom, it hurt, or this, that, and the third. But what they say, and what they have been saying about the coronavirus, is if you have pre-existing conditions, it heightens them. And anything you have wrong with you, it heightens that. So when you hear people talking about lungs and this, and this, honestly, it's really dependent on what the fuck the person had wrong with them before they get sick. Like me, I don't know what the fuck happened, but apparently a bladder infection was in my near future. Other than that, it's like, it was hard to fucking piss, for one. For two, it was hard to keep liquids down, or keep any liquid at all, or want to drink a liquid, or consume anything. Like, for the more knowledgeable people out there, that when you get sick, your body immediately gives up every fucking thing, because 9 times out of 10, what you're eating is making you sick. You just don't fucking know until you get weak enough to where your immune system is attacked. By then, it's too fucking late. So what I was doing was, I had already started to prep my immune system for what the fuck was going on. And the gut instincts was to clear out or detox my intestines, your stomach, your gut, whatever. But it kind of makes way for, clarity. It detoxes you for parasites, any viral things. But you have to be vigilant in how you take care of yourself and your health. And I took 2 weeks to not smoke with anybody. I didn't sell nothing to nobody. I didn't see nobody. Like, it was just me duking it out with the devil, honestly. But yeah, like I said, that's how I know I'm here for a bigger purpose. Not only have I faced several life or death situations, which 9 times out of 10, someone not strong enough would have folded, and they wouldn't be here talking to you right now. They would just be another name, another story. And in my case, though, like I said, I've seen it. I've been enough close to death to where DMT has struck through my body. And if you don't know what that means, it means I witnessed death, if you want to say, and rebirth. Because technically that's what happens. If you witness death, you witness rebirth. So unless you're just dead, let me not leave that out, because somebody's gonna try to jump on that shit. But yeah, there's times where and it's like I'll get people to try to G-check me on some stupid shit, like you ain't no hustler, you ain't really on this shit, you ain't really on that. Brother, you want me to speak to you on some real? I gave up a lot of fuck shit. A lot of hood rat shit, if you want to call it that. I gave up on a lot of street shit because I don't want to be referred to as a street nigga. And I'll tell you why. Street nigga is not what y'all think it is. You live and die by the street. And right now, to be in the street, the laws ain't even the same no more. The street code's not even the same no more. It's every man for himself, but everybody teaming up thinking that that's what it's going to be in the end. But I've been new. This shit I learned when I was younger, and it drew out a lot of stuff for me. I don't really care for money much. I don't really care to have this, that, and the third. You feel me? It's been a struggle to get a fucking roof over my head for a consistent time. So with that being said, I had to put one over my head so that we, have a place of peace, freedom. Yeah, and the funny part is I ended up getting a ticket the other day, I parked at a park, and I was hotboxing, and the cops come up. They couldn't get me for hotboxing or smoking, because I'm not gonna, real G's don't understand you ain't finna incriminate yourself. But this motherfucker got me for parking. And I'll gladly upload that video footage and pictures of how I was parked exactly. And I have a Chevy. It's not no big Malibu. It's a Cruise, so it's a little more compact. So I can have a foot or two to park behind me and still be within the lines and not be sticking out at all. So I was parked technically crooked, but my back wheel was the only wheel over the line. But I was in a space or a parking lot where don't nobody go at all. There's a parking lot right near the basketball court, and then there's a parking lot right where I'm at. And it's no one goes to that parking spot. It's actually attached to an abandoned diner. But yeah, I don't even want to get too much into that. That might be another story time. But today's my birthday. Yes, sir. And I chose to give a lot of, you may see in my previous videos. Which, by the way, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. I wasn't going to be the one to say some shit like that like all the other YouTubers, but come on, bruh. 27 views, 20 views, 7 subscribers. Come on, bruh. I'm trying to make this money. Y'all gonna have to subscribe. I'm trying to make this money. Yes, sir. Sorry, but anyway. Like I was saying about the whole God got me part is, it's not and this is the thing is, karma is such a debatable topic for me. Is y'all motherfuckers really be, karma coming, or karma gonna do it, karma gonna get, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Because a lot of people get karma in certain ways that they would have never thought that they got karma. And are so privileged, they probably don't even feel it. But because we regular civilians, I'm just going to get karma. Like, the fuck? No, that's not how it works, boo-boo. No. But anyway, like I said, there's been times where, like, I literally was down to my last. Like, I remember when my wrist was broken, I couldn't work or do anything. Literally, God just put my stepmom back into my life. She was able to get me the money she owes me because before I got kicked out in high school, we had a joint account. She hooked me up with my first bank account, but this bitch was in the negative. And one day I get a fucking letter in the mail from the bank saying that $1,200 was taken out of your savings. Keep in mind, I work for this fucking money. Ain't nobody give me this fucking money. I spent a whole summer in UC Davis in a fucking computer lab programming for this money. So it's my money. So yeah, that was an ongoing thing for a few years. But yeah, I got all that back. I can't work. Bitch, you owe me. I need my rent paid. We ain't talking nothing unless it's money first. Then I'll probably come around, see the little step brother, step sister, the little niece. Yeah, like that. None of that is my blood family at all. And it's like I don't want to be held to an obligation to do some shit when, as a grown ass adult, you couldn't hold the shit that you were obligated to do for me. Promises you fucking made on a deathbed. But we don't got to get to that. Anyways, like I say, I just want to end this short and sweet. And like I said, I've been in situations where I didn't know where my next dollar was coming from. And like right before the whole shit where I broke my wrist and my stepmom ended up paying for a lot of my rent, for a few months worth of rent. There was a situation where, I got kicked out. This was right after high school, so I was bouncing around. I ended up staying at this one, Jeff, my homie Jeff. He was my neighbor in high school. Pretty ass wife. Crazy though. But I ended up staying with them, and like I'm trying to save up for a car. I'm trying to get this, trying to get that. They ain't even charging me rent. Cool people, cool white people. But it just gets to this point to where I'm just like, fuck, like I'm working hella, like I gotta Uber to work, I gotta do all this, that. And it's like, just as I'm feeling like I'm about to expunge the last little bit of whatever I'm worth at the time, I get a check in the mail from when I used to work for the rec center over there in West Sac. I got a check for $300. It was supposed to be my, a retirement fund or some shit that they had set up for me, but they ended up cashing me out. I'm like, well, shit, that's an extra $350. I ain't even know where it's coming from. You feel me? It's like stuff like that. It's just like, I've never been in a situation where I've been down for a long period of time. And if I have, I'm completely grateful for everything I got. And for everything everyone's ever done for me, I'm completely grateful. But what you're not going to do is you're not going to make it seem like I'm getting somewhere or I will be somewhere because of you. No. I paid for this shit. That too. I paid for that cash. So anybody trying to talk about like where, you feel me? Like, I ain't have a job all year. God just work in mysterious ways, and he take care of those who, you speak out into his name positively. You give back positively. You ain't try to screw people over for little shit. Like, you feel me? I ain't saying I believe in karma, but you feel me? You gonna keep doing this dirt. You gonna keep doing this and that and the third. You don't think it ain't gonna catch up to you, but it will. And when it do, nigga, I ain't gonna be around. Motherfuckers swear that they gonna have your back when shit hit the fan. Shit hit the fan, everybody disappear. So why you expecting me to stick around? Or you feel some kind of way to say certain shit when you upset, and you expect me to just feel the same way I felt before you said that? We can talk it out, see what the fuck you was on, but there's no need for us to be on that level, like, you feel me? And man, like I said, like I spent my birthday getting rid of all my fucking clothes and shoes. I got like at least 7 pairs of shoes back here. All this gone. I had my roomie even give me a couple of shirts, like a couple of her shit, and they came and snatched all that shit up out of here. Like, got my spray cans, ready to get down. They clean me out. Like, nigga, thing is the difference between trying and doing. I don't try, I do. So when anyone's saying, I'm trying, I don't fuck with that. If you're a human being with all 4 working limbs, you don't need to be trying anything. You need to be doing it. Especially if it's gonna get you where you wanna be. All these fucking excuses and shit. Like if you really want something, I always tell people, if you really want something, I've seen what it looked like when somebody really wants something. They will really go for it. Really. And it's like, I gave away shit today I wasn't even planning on giving out. I had 2 pair of shoes, damn near new, in the box. Man, people are in need right now. And I meant to do this shit like around Thanksgiving, but it was like I didn't want to go out and start giving shit like around the time everybody else giving shit, and then niggas just gonna be walking around with fucking gift bags of shit like, I got food, I got clothes, I got, like, you feel me? Like, it's my birthday, like, I ain't getting no younger, bruh. And I'm for sure getting older, so it's like, this is what I would call grown man shit. This is what I would consider, man shit. Like, I didn't have all the guala in the world to fucking go out and buy these motherfuckers, like, brand new socks, brand new everything. But all the socks that I had, I washed them bitches and gave them out. Like, none of them had holes in them. My thing is I've had a lot of the shit that I've had for years, but I keep my shit cool all the time. So it's like, niggas was going in the back like, oh, you got some New Balance? Okay, you got the Huaraches? Like, bro, come on now. I ain't finna be giving out no booth shit. But yeah, I had a fresh pair of Nike Air Maxes in the box, bro. Gave it to him. I'm like, shit like this do not fucking matter to me. I had a brand new pair of slides. I bought 2 just because. I bought these. Comfy as shit. And my new Champion ones. All black. But I got rid of those. I got rid of my old Champion slides I bought. Like, honestly, and them new Champions, them all blacks, I wasn't even trying to give them away. I ain't gonna lie. But when you there and you talking to the people and you fucking bruh, it's just so much emotion and so much love, though. Like, and to be in Sac, imagine me walking around Sacramento and seeing one of these niggas wearing my shit. Like, imagine how that would feel. You ain't go to Goodwill, nigga. You went and gave this out. These are people who be around town who is homeless. You about to see them in your shit. Just think how good that makes you feel. Someone got clothes on their back and you know they your clothes. You know they fit. You know they right. You know they on point. Seeing people walking around barefoot, no socks. The fuck? You don't even gotta spend money, bro. Whatever you don't fucking use, whatever you don't wear, go out and give that fucking shit away, bro. And it's funny because I could have sold like half the shit back there and got something. But nah. And that's the thing, is I ain't even doing this for all that extra shit. I'm doing this because I really fucking care. It's 30, bro, it be 37 degrees, 36 degrees in the morning. When I get up, that's 9 o'clock. Motherfucker, when I was homeless, Motherfuckers is up 3 o'clock and 2 o'clock in the morning. I know it's at least freezing. Freezing is below 32 if y'all don't know. 32 is when shit start freezing. Like, bro, I'm really just here doing all I fucking can to give back in the most positive manner, in the most efficient manner. And I really just need y'all to help a nigga out. Subscribe, like, comment, share. I need y'all to really get a nigga to the point to where I'm making money off this so I can get back to y'all. Because like I said in my previous video, with all this shit that I gave away, I was actually about to have a giveaway for my 10th subscriber. But I ended up giving away a $2 Amazon gift card to my roommate. And I ended up just taking all this shit and just giving it away. Like, I'm not into, making a profit, making money off of anybody anymore. Like, that is not me. That's not ever really been who I am. I just knew that in the streets, you got to get that bread. So if a motherfucker's not fucking, what I was told by OGs is if they're not fucking you, feeding you, clothing you, or paying for something, they don't need to be around you. And that's point blank, period, on my soul, bro. I fucked a few words up, but for real, nigga, like, motherfuckers not understanding. Reality is what you make it. But in this plane, on this dimension I'm on, it's different than reality. Your reality is what you see and what you allow to affect you. My reality is the real shit. I don't let certain shit affect me to the point to where I need to go do this, and that, and the third to calm my nerves down, or I need to get out the house and be with this, and this person just to feel better. Like, nigga, I don't fucking need that shit. Give me a blunt in my whip. I'm cool. Cool. Anyway, I digress. It's your boy B Lee, rolling blunts, only weed. Yes, sir. I'll catch you on the next one.